Anyone can come in, hang out for a little while, give us some hearts in the chat, say good morning, say hey to somebody that you like that's in here. But girl, come on in. Thank you for coming in and getting your daily heart me. Y'all know that means the world, right? 92% when y'all come on in, you be like, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, girl? I can't even stay. I love that because I do that all the time. I do that all the time on people's lives. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just grocery shopping, girl. I can't stay for a long time, girl, but I'm here. Here's my little daily hire me. Oh, what's our little live goal, girl? Okay. Mwah. Here's my little balloons. Here's my little, here's my little roses or whatever. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Go Populars, y'all. We love the Go Populars. We love the hearts. Hearts are free 99 and welcome. Y'all come on in. This is the Sunshine Report. Somebody got their PhD, player hater degree yesterday. Well done. It's like a 92%. That's exactly what I want it to be. It is the way. Thank you for saying that, Nikki Cinnamon. This is the way. This is exactly what I want for this space to be. This is the way Black women are the 92%, and y'all know who we are. We are the baddest bitches of liberal politics in this benighted country. We're the people that when it comes down to doing the actual work to keep this idea called democracy alive, the only people truly that can be trusted are Black women. Black men right behind us. Y'all need to get y'all's Stephen A. Smith situation fixed, though. I know some of this ain't y'all's fault, the way Candace Owens ain't our fault, but woo! That's why I got started saying this morning. Why do I have two mics? Because I'm also at the exact same time, I'm going live to the tube that is you through an app that I love called Riverside that I use for my podcasting. The name of my podcast is called Hey, It's Halicue. It is the official podcast of Black Women of the 92% by a Black woman of the 92%. So this is going out to YouTube. It's also the mic that I use for my podcasting. So it's going out to Riverside and to the tube that is you. And this is my favorite mic. This is my favorite mic for everything TikTok live. It's a wireless mic. It's called the Mayono. Other than my headphones that I have plugged into it that I have to listen to, so it enables me to do two things at the same time. And they're both like excellent quality mics. This one is the one that's like really fun. Also, I want to have two mics because I'm a Leo and I have a tendency to overdo things. I'm a human ray of sunshine, and more than anything, I want Black women on the mic. Why? My message this morning is I would like to be delivered. I want to be released. Like I want to be released from a lot of foolishness. We get together every morning to start the day the way Black women deserve to start the day. Okay, the way we deserve to start the day, talking about the news, international, local. I'm here in California. We cover political news through the perspective of Black women and Black women voters. We talk about entertainment. We stay on our Zoom. We do what I like to call a decision review. One of the ways I like to distinguish who we are, the 92%. Black women voters. We're women that decided after the bitter defeat of Vice President Kamala Harris in November 2024, we decided to move radically different. Thank you, who are aligned. Oh, and thank you for those special ones. Those are super fans. Go Populars, girl. I'm gonna see if I can make some of those Go Populars. Cascade. Thank you all for sharing out the live. I appreciate it very, very, very much. I appreciate you. I truly do. But we made some crucial decisions. We made 7 crucial decisions, and every month we focus on one. And this month's is crucial decision number 4, to stack our power. For as Black women voters with some unique skills of intellect, psychic perception, pattern recognition, discernment, to really start living our lives very differently individually. And I'm gonna go ahead and be honest, a lot of it is putting ourselves first. Like the first crucial decision we made was to rest and to be like, yeah, y'all got it. Leave us alone, please. Please leave us alone. Is the hair herring today? Thank you. It's not as big as it ought to be. It's time for a wash day. Hey, Dr. Kiki. I like that. Come on in, Dr. Kiki. The lanky Libra's best friend is named Kiara, and we call her Kiki. And you know we love a Kiki around here. Hey, Cinderella. Cinderella, thank you for always sharing out like different snippets of the live. When y'all do that, I appreciate it so very much. So y'all welcome. Come on in. And I got the day started with this one thing. And I wanted y'all to know, even though I got a great night's sleep, all of my little systems are coming together because another crucial decision we made, crucial decision number 5, to ritualize as Black women, to ritualize our wellness, connected to our ancestry and ritualize it. How do we wake up? How do we go to sleep? How do we nourish ourselves and talk about it, connect about it, prioritize it together? So I feel like all my little systems, my little nutrients, getting back in the gym, keeping like good hours, not being up all night, trying to do a little bit better digital hygiene. I got all my systems together. This morning, I wake up, I start looking at the news. I came across a trio of fuckery and foolishness, which made me think the theme of the day is like, Black women, we want to be released from a lot of this foolishness. We want to be delivered, because sometimes the foolishness and the fuckery, especially with news and what's going on in pop culture, is too much. The thing that made me want to be released, and it's a new segment of the show, of the Sunshine Report, every morning, Monday through Thursday, 9-ish Pacific Standard Time. And today's why I want to be released is a trio. First, when I was like doing the news, I said, I gotta give us an update on the Hanta virus ship. Then I said the Hanta virus ship. Y'all, it's like 2019 all over again. All over again. We all need a detox. Correct. I'm naturally ebony. And Black women, if we're not going to do it ain't nobody else going to do it for us. So we got to do it for ourselves. First, the hantavirus. And I was like, Lord, it's 2019 all over again. The last time that man was in office, we had a plague. And here we go again. Right. The second thing was, what was it? Was it the I got a text message. You know how the DNC, they'll start, or your little local Democratic Party, they'll start sending you little requests for money, which Black women, we ain't doing. We not sending no. I'm not. I'm not saying if it's a white T man asking for money, it's not going. But y'all know who they had the nerve to send me. He's like, "Hi, it's Graham." I was like, "I know this ain't who I think it is. I know this ain't who I think it is. I know this ain't Graham Plattner sending me a request for money." I literally wrote, y'all, once I got over it, it was a picture of him like looking real Nazi like. I said, "Sir, you're a whole Nazi. Please choke." And I put stop send. And then right behind that, it was another white T man. I'm a pastor from Oklahoma, Democratic Party. I said, "No." I said, "What's happening?" I said, "What's going on?" I said, "Sir, I'm not sending money to anything Christo fascist, white, male, pastor. I don't give a damn what side you on, because we need to be released. I ain't sending you a damn thing. If you're not a Black woman, if you're not a bona fide foundational Black American Black woman running for office that we can confirm is 92%, I ain't sending you a damn thing." And I said, "DNC, y'all gonna fuck around and make me remove myself from these lists." So that was the second thing I said. I need to be delivered. I can't believe these people are doing this to my computer and my phone. And then the third thing that happened, and I said I wanted to be delivered, was Stephon Diggs. I said, "Why is Stephon Diggs on my timeline?" I thought Stephon was on his way to jail. Then I was like, let me do the research on why he was even going to jail. And then there was an update on trial. And then I read about the chef and what was going on with the chef and the other women. And I said, I also want to be released from the banality of knowing about professional athletes, they wags, they girlfriends, they baby mamas, and they fucked up lifestyle, which seems very low vibrational. Everything about it. Getting started with Megan and the way Trey cleated her, Cardi's spot. Like, I'm like, I don't want to know about y'all's personal life no more. And I love mess. I was like, it seems low vibrational. May my daughters never bring home a professional athlete. Ever. Ever. Seriously. I was like, I mean, I don't want to know their business. And then it was Stephen A. Smith and freaking Cam Newton. Stephen A. Smith talking about, I wish all black people would just give Republicans they vote one time. And I was like, I said, I want to be delivered. I need to be released from this stupidity and this and this mediocrity. I want to be relieved. And the only way for us to get this relief and get this release is black women for us to do it for ourselves. And that's when I was like, let me get ready for bed. Let me just start preparing for a good, let me drink this chlorophyll water. I'm going to tell y'all about it. I'm going to tell y'all all about it. Y'all, thank you so much. Hey, Ella. And I said, I want to be released. Black women, we want to be released from this stupidity and mediocrity. And the best way for us to do right. And I said, let me just get ready for the Sunshine Report tomorrow and get ready to hang out with black women. Because if we sit listening to this bullshit and this nonsense for too long, it starts to make you feel irritated. That's why we have the Sunshine Report. That's why we come back to each other. That's why we get our minds right this morning, every morning. That's why we come back in to tune in to us. We tune in to station 92.2 WBLK. Okay, girl, this is where we come to remember who we are every morning. And y'all, good morning. Welcome to the Sunshine Report. Y'all know this is our daily intelligence briefing for the 92%. My computer is low-key tripping. Y'all give me just a second. Oh, why are we acting like that? That's weird. There we go. Y'all, welcome. Come on into the Sunshine Report. Welcome over there to the tube that is you. Who do we have in the chat? Who's over there today? How we doing? How is everybody doing? Hey, Golden Lady. Hey, Lord Ads. How are you doing? Thank you for the flowers. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all. I'm so glad you're here. Y'all, welcome. Come on in. Well, hey, Wakanda and Songbird. I am not doing it. Not in this life or in the next. I agree. And y'all, the only people that's coming to save us is us. Okay? So welcome to the Sunshine Report. I am your host. I am your resident ray of sunshine. I am your triple Leo. I am your thought and imagination leader for Black women of the 92%, your cultural observer, your organized indifference practitioner. And I am your sister in this struggle. And if you are new here, the 92%, we are a movement that is rooted in the reality. And y'all forgive me, I got two screens going. Forgive my elbow. Forgive me. Forgive my elbow. Have I ever told y'all how I think elbow is one of the most beautiful words in the English language? Elbow. Isn't that a I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a word nerd. So again, if you are new here, I just want you to know that the 92%, the Sunshine Report, the Hey, It's Halicue podcast, it is a movement rooted in the reality that Black women have been some of the most loyal, most ethical. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Oh, y'all, Dr. Lisa's in the house. Please put some. Where are my sound effects? Hey, Dr. Lisa. Welcome. Y'all, everybody be cool. Don't be nervous because Dr. Lisa's here, but she's very important. Please put some flaming hearts in the chat. And if you're here from the Launch Your Income Agency, please put some flaming hearts in the chat. So this is a movement. Dr. Lisa, thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to get with y'all. If you're trying to go live, please follow Dr. Lisa. If you see flaming hearts in the chat, those are the women of the Launch Your Income Agency. It's a creator network agency teaching us how to be the best live hosts we can be every single day. Dr. Lisa literally is the wind beneath all of our sails. Like, I like to think of myself as a very good live host. Dr. Lisa taught and is teaching me every single thing I know. So y'all get into her world. If you're even playing around with wanting to be a live host and you want to be taught by the best, she provides 4 to 6 hours of education every day. And it's where the cute, smart creators hang out at. I'm just saying, I can't be no place that's like stupid. Dr. Lisa is, in fact, a PhD. She's a brilliant teacher. She is so patient. She teaches us if you're coming in new at a 101 level, or if you're in advanced class, if you're in a senior thesis class, Dr. Lisa is truly, so her being here just warms my heart. Thank you so much. So our space, the 92%, the Sunshine Report, it is we're rooted in the reality that Black women, when it comes to politics, when it comes to this system of democracy that we say we're committed to here in these benighted United States, we have been the most loyal, ethical, informed, hardworking. That's the 92%. That's us. That's that beautiful blue line right there. Some of the most loyal, ethical, informed, hardworking people in this country. And we're finally making the decision as Black women to prioritize ourselves, our wellness, our rest, our joy, our creative genius, our sheer physical beauty. I had so much fun yesterday talking with y'all about the Met Gala, how Black women were the art. We were the only ones worth looking at yesterday. I'm sorry, that's the truth. That at the Met Gala, that's just the truth. Okay, we prioritize our economic power, our emotional and our spiritual energy. Okay, we gather every morning to like transmute the insanity, the chaos that is our political and national news into some clarity. Let me catch some of these comments. Steven and his oonery, girl, you ain't never lied. Everyone that embraces that demon and maggot, and he's been, y'all know how they say people are plants, like the CIA be putting plants in the Black community, right? Like the way they say like Drake was a plant. Stephen A. Smith, why is he trying to talk about politics? Sir, I don't get on here telling you about your job, about sports ball. Ooh, it's horrible. And not to take anything away from him. I think when it comes to sports ball, he probably knows exactly what he's talking about. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't listen to him. Back when I was like watching Sports Center and stuff like that all the time, like he wasn't on there like that for real, or at least I wasn't listening to him. Then my daughter started playing soccer and running track, and then like wasn't no time to be watching Sports Center. Everything was them and their sports. And I feel like this man just out of nowhere, like 7 years ago, I'm even finding out who he is because they wanted to start covering him on the on Bossip. What were some of the blogs we were listening to and watching? Bossip. Oh, what's the one everybody hates? Like not media takeout. What's the one? The one that's really bad, not media takeout. Yeah, oh my gosh, Golden Lady over on the tube that you said, Steve Smith is the weapon formed against Black women's peace. It's something about his voice. His voice to me is like y'all stunt queen and cheese voice. I can't be listening to it. I really can't. I can't do it. So that's what led me to what we were going to talk about today and to a whole new segment for the Sunshine Report with I want to be released. I want to be released from just the onslaught of effery and stupidity that came at me last night and this morning. And I also realized, hello, Mona. And I also realized, hey, Can. How are you? Army Mommy is in here. Shade Room. Thank you, Wubsy. Thank you. Something is wrong with him. His ratings hitting rock bottom. Yeah, his whole Nikki Cinema said his whole face bothers me. Hey Saunders. Hey Saunders to Chandra. How are you? Mwah. Welcome on in. Y'all, welcome to the Sunshine Report. Thank you all for your hearts. Thank you for liking the live and for sharing out the live. Thank you all for already getting us to 34K. Let's get to 50K as soon as humanly possible. We have a lot of things to talk about today. We have to talk about the lies of the Iran war. Okay. Y'all stunt queens revenge in Indiana. Already told y'all about Graham Plattner having the nerve to get on my text messages asking me for money. Ted Turner died, y'all. I know Jane Fonda gonna be sad. She still talks about him. Vivek Ramaswamy, Indian man that still thinks he's white folks after these white folks literally stood up at town halls and told him, why we got to listen to you. You're not white. Somehow he got the nomination in Ohio. This is going to be real interesting. Mississippi is getting ready to hold the great state of Mississippi, from whence I hail. And yes, it is the great state of Mississippi. I call it the great state of Mississippi. From whence I hail is getting ready. I love seeing y'all say hey in the chat over on the tube. That is you. Thank you. And y'all, I would love if we put 92% in the chat or some yellow. Y'all know how happy it makes me. Who just bought something from the live? I hope you enjoyed what you purchased. I have a lot of good stuff in there and a lot more stuff to come. I literally got 20 videos I need to make, some TikTok shop. Uh-oh, it's my coffee on my teeth. Also, Dr. Dent white strips, they really work. I think they're like I think they're in there too. Y'all welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We also have talked about Mississippi, the great state of Mississippi. Thank you for the hearts and the sunflowers, Yvette. I appreciate it. And thank you all. Oh, I want you to know too, right now I am accepting kisses. Okay. I will happily accept a little love stamp. Big sis got a great night's sleep last night. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really warm and peppery. So, y'all, thank you all for checking in with me. Let me know how y'all are doing this morning. Tell me where you're watching from. What's your morning beverage? I am having, y'all know the way I love my Black Girl Vitamins collagen. I just ordered a new jumbo pack because I got it empty. I bring the empties down here so y'all know I'm not playing. Like, this is my Black Girl Vitamins collagen. I just bought the double pack, and they have the little travel sticks now. So I am having my collagen coffee. I already had my miso soup with collagen powder. So I do a double scoop of collagen powder. Oh, girl, don't even worry about it, girl. I'm just so happy you're here. I am so happy y'all are here. So that's what I'm having this morning. Oh, and of course, I'm always having my chlorophyll water. So I'm well hydrated by the time I get out of here. How much do you love those vitamins? I've been thinking, girl, don't get me started about Black Girl Vitamins. Okay. We literally have a head of the Department of Health and Human Services, RFK Jr., gravelly voice. That man talks about how he used to, like, this is the person in charge of health and security of the United States, how he's going to make America healthy again. And this man used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats, pull over, taking body parts from whale carcasses, raccoon. We can't trust these people with our health. Black Girl Vitamins, yeah, we can trust them. They literally are advised by a group of Black women doctors that look just like me and you. When I read their mission supporting Black women through their health journey, girl, I be in they live every day because we just sitting talking around Black women and health. So I love them. I love them. And I actually have a lot of their products. And I don't, these aren't samples. These aren't gift bags. They're not PR. Black Girl Vitamins sent me one thing once. They sent me a Minnow Chill, which I love because I'm 53 and I'm perimenopausal. Every day I take the D3 drop, the D3 and K2 drops. Y'all see me literally drinking the chlorophyll water. I get the day started with my Black Girl Vitamins collagen. I put it in my broth. I put it in my coffee. I put it in my Chinese baddie tea. And Big Sis ain't had no Botox. I ain't never had no Botox. I've never had anything done to my face except the lipoma removal 6 months ago. Because that's why I rarely wear my hair back, because I literally had a lipoma the size of like a golf ball, like sitting on my head. I know, no Botox, no filler. That collagen is working. I trust them. My once a day comes from Black Girl Vitamins. I've got it down there. And those are my favorites. My top 3 are the collagen, the chlorophyll drops, and the once a day. I also love the Herb Balance vaginal probiotic. So I love them. Wait, can nobody tell 53 who said, girl, I'm happy with 53. I'm so grateful for 53. Oh, I wouldn't go back for nothing. I be seeing our young sisters struggling with them babies. When we gotta go through the airport, I be outside at the depot on Friday night. Mama's just running after the babies. I'm just like, I love y'all, but I've done my time. I'm happy. I'm so happy with 53 and the wisdom. I am so happy. I used to be upset. About it too. I'm telling you, I'm so glad for this wisdom. Whoo, I wouldn't go back for nothing. My knee may be hurting, and I may have to stretch before I get in bed. And first thing in the morning when I get out of bed, I may have to stay on top of these supplements. That's okay. I wouldn't go back to 20s or 30s, to be perfectly honest, for nothing. For Nathan. I love my young sisters. I realize part of what I'm supposed to do here as one of the thought and imagination leaders of 92% is pass along this knowledge and this game. So I am grateful for it, but we do have to pay attention to we have to pay attention to our health. That's one of the crucial decisions we made as Black women in November 2024. Okay. So y'all, thank you for sharing the live, liking the live, sending it out. We're gonna get into this foolishness here. Thank you for subscribing, like here on the tube that is you, on the Substack, listening to the podcast. Girl, thank you today. It's almost time for a sacred wash day. Have any of y'all tried the Cardi B's new line? I'm not gonna switch up on Beyonce. I love Sacred. It treats my hair too good. I'm just very happy. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. What's that about the neck? What do you know about number 9 as far as the neck? Let me go to this, but girl, I everything I have in here. Let me go to product number 9 for the neck. Where we at? Where we at? Girl, that's what I use. And I need, and it's been a place. It's hey Aaron, hey baby. Mwah. It's been one of the places where I neglected until like a year ago. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never done the gua sha. I ain't never really done all that, but it's the truth, y'all. Our hands and our neck are those first things to go. So that's what I use. And I also occasionally like the Dr. Malaxin. Dr. Malaxin kind of knows what they're doing when it comes to that. Like when it comes to that, so girl, there's like a balm, there's a little ampule, and there's a little thing that you put on the lines. Girl, that's what I use. Also in there, I got a whole chin strap. And I wear her too. Like I wear the chin strap, girl. It can go right over your bonnet. And I'm with you. I was on a weight loss journey myself, like about 3 years ago. Girl, lost about 60 pounds. Girl, that fat loss comes right. It come right under, right here, right in here, and under here. And it's an you can see an improvement. I love it. So I'm telling you, it works for me. I don't put girl is a chin strap. Your mama wear your mama got an afro with a chin strap. Your mama that chin strap works. I'm just saying. I think the Koreans know what they're talking about when it comes to it. Girl, did I not put it in there? It's a whole chin strap. It's silicone too. So and I wouldn't recommend sleeping in it all night. Like I can normally, but not that one. Oh, I can't wait to get my full size. Did I not put the chin strap in here, girl? I thought I put it in here. Girl, it is definitely in my showcase. It's like, there it is right there. There we go. 21. And I had, at the time it was on sale and I had like some points that I could use with a girl. It's silicone. So if you put your skincare, put your creams on and stuff, tie it on there. And I can only keep it on like about 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the night. I normally wake up and like take it off, but I can keep it on there for a good like 5, 6 hours. So that's what Big Sis uses. I should be doing a lot more like TikTok shop videos, but it'd be too much fun talking about politics and pop culture. So I don't always have time to make the TikTok shop videos, but these are the things that I use. These are the things. Hey, Coretta, how are you? So no, I love that thing. And it's made out of silicone. It even has like some little extra auxiliary straps to like to pull you real tight. I really like it. I'm just telling you. Like that's, and there's also some Dr. Malaxin. They have disposable ones that are green with like the spectral like cactus ingredient that's really, really, really firming in the calcium. I like that one too. Coretta, thank you for coming in and getting your daily heart me. I appreciate that. So y'all, please keep asking me questions. I'm happy. I'm super happy to share. I do. I can't even lie. And another reason I love TikTok Shop and I love sharing things and I like buying things on the TikTok Shop is because we are all trying to stay off the Zon. And on TikTok Shop, I can buy anything from a Black woman. All I have to do is look up the product that I want to try before I press purchase. I can look at all the videos and I can see, oh, is there a Black woman that has this in her showcase? And I can buy it from her. Girl, the Great Cosmic Mother is something you can go back to over and over and over again. Sometimes I will listen to the Great Cosmic Mother in my ear as I fall asleep or first thing in the morning when I wake up. It is a wonderful thing. If you have an audiobook or if you have an iPad or an iPhone and you can make it read it to you, it is an excellent book. I think any woman that is going through any kind of spiritual awareness or awakening, or if you're going from that age, like late 30s, getting ready to go into 40s, you might as well start getting in tune with the idea that your divinity is within, especially as Black women. Get that book. Coretta's with me. I can't even lie about TikTok Shop. And I love it because I can buy from other Black women that I've made connections with on here. I can get recommendations from other Black women. Wakandan Songbird just turned me on to another Black woman owned product on TikTok Shop. And y'all, I'm getting ready to wear y'all out talking about it. The first line captures you right on. Girl, I know we're gonna have to cancel ours at some point too. Coach Dad is always the one that comes down on the like when things have crossed the line. Girl, we've already gotten rid of Hulu, Disney, ESPN. I knew it hurt that man to get rid of ESPN, but we had to do it. Yeah, you can literally you can buy either black owned only, or if you go and buy it and it's not black owned, buy it from a black woman. Um, like my favorite skincare, oh my favorite makeup. They're not makeup wipes, they're really skincare wipes. Now, it's two white girls that like started this company. But y'all, I'm not letting anything else touch my face. Like you, if you ever feel like you don't want to take your makeup off at night, it's literally like 4-part skincare routine in here. It's good. Rose water, calendula flower. It's milky. It's like drenched. I love it. I buy these from Black women. I love them, but I wait. I look to see who is the Black woman selling them, and I wait till they on a great little buy two get one right now, and I buy it from them. I buy it from Black women. That's one of the things I love about TikTok Shop. She can get that. She can get. When I first bought this mic, I bought it from a Black woman, and I said she can get the commission. When I bought my little meat camera, I bought it from a Black woman. When I bought my little Osmo Digi knockoff camera, bought it from a Black woman. Coretta says my husband's a former bootlegger and he had no problem canceling all of your girl. Coach Dad, I felt bad for him with ESPN. I really did. I really did. I felt truly bad. Like I felt truly bad for him, but he's like, principles are principles. And I was like, you got that right. I said, you ain't never lied. That's why I married you. I'm glad you fought as hard for me as you did. Because, hey, Doc, how are you? Oh, thank you for loving us, Black women. We are infinitely lovable. And today, and y'all, I want everybody to know that the replay of the live goes up on the tube that is you every single day. So if you miss any part of it, come on back in here and hang out with us on the tube that is you and catch the replay. Girl, the smart glasses, yes. Yeah, I love it. Y'all know I have those. I have the Meta Wayfarers, especially if it's something big, like with a big commission, buy it from a Black woman. That's how we do our own wealth transfer, and we need to do it. Hey, the Lion Lady, are you hang? Wait, no. So Golden Lady is over there. We got Lion Lady. Come on in. You know this is a Lion and a Leo friendly space. He feels like he's back in college days, burning DVDs. Oh, girl, good for him. That's wonderful. That's what we're going back to anyway. Solar punk. Yeah, that's what we're going back to anyway. I like it. It's going to be better for us. I told y'all I'm getting ready to, I think I may download this app. It's called Digital Sabbath, and it's about helping us like disconnect from being constantly online, because that's an issue for me. I'm a content creator, so I gotta constantly watch it. I'll tell y'all more about it as I learn more about it, but like everybody kind of gets, y'all know how the schools now are making kids like put their phones up during the day. Like we're all starting to realize, y'all know Meta got sued and successfully sued for how a lot of this stuff is effing with us. So we just, we need some boundaries and some control. So I like that, Coretta. That's probably for the best. Yeah, living like we were in the 90s. Everything wasn't bad in the 90s. Hey, Shayla. My Shayla. Come on in. Y'all know that our decision study for the month is the fourth crucial decision Black women made in November 2024, after the horrible loss for our girl Kamala Harris. We made a decision to stack our power, and this decision is about recognizing our energetic and innate value as Black women to all of these systems. Hey, her divine alchemy. Y'all come on in. Chief of Villainies here. Politically, economically, culturally, spiritually, we provide amazing value in so many ways. And politically, that's our big one. But in so many other ways. Everybody wants access to Black women's energy while simultaneously dismissing our leadership. And something I came to yesterday, y'all, I had a bit of an epiphany. Thank you, Cinderella. Y'all, thank you. I am accepting kisses. I would like some kisses, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happily accepting kisses. Something we realized, and I realized this, y'all. Thank you, Paper. Thank you, Papier. The first time I went viral on this app. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we got our gift going. Y'all, thank you. Y'all, thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you so much. Oh, and another, and a sister, and a brother. Girl, thank you. Thank you. Y'all, literally, I love the interactive gifts. Can y'all tell? Give your children birthday presents. I did not get birthday presents a lot when I was a child, so the gifts make me very happy. And thank you for the Go Populars too, Coretta. I appreciate that. And y'all, let's see if we can make it to 100K today. I think we can do it. I really do. So thank you. I'm gonna see if I can make those cascades. Somebody wants to grab my populars. Why is it not letting me send myself some populars? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I didn't even send myself my own daily heart me from Earth 2. Lord. I was like, why can't I send a popular? Okay, there we go. There we go. So one of the things, y'all, I first realized like about this and about how people really do expect to just have access to our energy. It was like the first time I ever went viral. Like it was barely 5, 6 days after the election when a woman got on the internet talking about Black women. Please tell us, what can we do to blah, 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 blah. And I was like, why y'all always asking us for stuff? We're very upset right now. We're sad. This shit is rude. Leave us alone. That's when I first realized it. Why y'all? They always want something from us. Everybody wants to learn from us, hear from us, um, talk to us, catch a vibe from us. Coretta says I had my first birthday party at 35. We didn't celebrate. Yeah, girl, and we didn't even have no. We were we were like Presbyterian. My mom grew up Baptist. Like it wasn't no reason for us not to. We just didn't. It's like truly like no one really gave much of a damn. I'm telling y'all, it was hard for us back in the 80s, y'all. Y'all, late 70s, early 80s. Woo! Y'all. Shit wasn't easy. It was not. People as children, man, children were to be seen and not heard and were to do dishes and to make good grades. That's it. But it occurred to me, no wonder they fight so hard against Black women's leadership. When we look at the mediocrity that is the current government, when we look at the characteristics and the traits of these so-called elites, oh, they're also performative when it comes to trying to get our energy. Yes. And so much, Saunders, thank you for that. So much. That's actually, let me pen that. So much it's like it's so necessary to them, like they need it. They're so used to policing us and trying to tell us what to do, and at the same time literally taking peptides to change themselves to our color and inject our lips. At the same time, we're ugly, right? We're lazy, we're ugly, we're lazy, we're ghetto, we're unintelligent. I think one of the main reasons, somebody was saying what is the issue with our children and schools and kids can't, and like kids can't read. And one Black woman was saying, because y'all took all the competition out of school. You took the reading competitions out of school. You took the spelling tests out of school. Y'all remember, she was saying, you remember the little multiplication sheet you used to have to see like how fast you could get through the little multiplication sheet? And I also realized, I was like, another reason they took these competitions out of the school is like Black and brown children were winning the damn competitions and they couldn't have that. Oh, that's so sweet. Listen to me with your eyes closed. Oh, Jeffrey, that's sweet. That's very sweet. Um, but yeah, and I was like, I think that's what that is. People are afraid that Black and brown kids are going to get all the accolades and start becoming valedictorians. Y'all know it's in a lot of public high schools in Mississippi to this day. They'll have a Black and a white valedictorian. They'll still have a Black prom and a white prom. Hey, I am fierce. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I see dancing legs too. Y'all know I'm a dancer. I'm going to be back in dance class on Friday and on Saturday. Exactly. Exactly. Jeffrey, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, and I love when y'all say hey to each other in the chat. That's why they don't want our leadership. They don't want Black women's leadership because we're least likely to be corrupted. When we look at everything that leadership is showing us, and another story we need to talk about, I bet nobody's covering it. Let me see if anybody's got a story about it. These are the stories we need to be talking about. Oh, okay, at least the New Republic. I don't know if I wanna read anything from the New Republic. Let me see. Y'all's president can't stay awake. He invited children into the Oval Office. What day was that? What day was that? Was it yesterday? Was it Cinco de Mayo when he invited them kids into the office talking about the presidential physical fitness situation? Y'all, who is letting their children around this man? I wouldn't let a child of mine near any person in this administration or anybody, this man or his Slovenian snake-eyed titty model fembot of a wife. I wouldn't let my children anywhere near this man. So it's children in the Oval Office, or as I like to call it, the killing floor, and this man is falling asleep in broad daylight. He is cognitively impaired. He is probably suffering from some kind of frontal lobe dementia. This man is falling asleep. People are continuing to bring their children around him. What is wrong with these people? Seriously. Hey, Colgate Smile. Hey, how are you? But girl decided nude about the raid in Virginia. What just happened in Virginia? Girl, Virginia Democrats are worried about. Girl, they know that. Oh, they are desperate. The midterms are about to be a bloodbath. Senator Louise Lucas's office. The FBI has not provided information about the raid of Lucas Portsmouth's office and the cannabis outlet, which the senator owns. Every day, it's another attack on blackness. It's another attack on black women's leadership. Virginia Senator executed a search warrant at Portsmouth's office in the Merritt. And whenever anything is going bad, attack black people and especially attack black women. Rated for no reason. I bet you her paperwork gonna be correct. I bet you every paper, every filing is about to be correct. But what do? Harass. Oh my goodness. The FBI is executing a court authorized federal search warrant in Portsmouth, VA. There's no threat to public safety. This is an ongoing investigation. No further information is publicly available at this time. The FBI said, because they not gonna find nothing. Yeah, they're attack any way they can attack blackness. They know that black people are the mainstay. Why 92%? Why do we think that they're attacking anything that has to do with like black women, black leadership? Why would they do that? Why are they gutting the Voting Rights Act? Why is there all this massive redistricting? Do you think it's because we're powerless or because we're powerful? Is that us? Yeah. That's why. They know how powerful we are. That's what it is. And they also, so of course they're attacking this black woman leader. Now, Boehner can Boehner, y'all remember former Speaker Boehner? Now he can invest in cannabis. Ain't nobody, yeah, we are the nucleus. I like that. Yeah, we affect change. Thank you very much, Saunders. Let me pin that. Boehner invests in cannabis. Now, Dunny, y'all remember Speaker Boehner? Got too hot in the kitchen for him. He had to get the fuck out. We're the chosen ones. That's why they attack us. Also, they know whenever their policies are fucked up and failing, and their policies, the Republican Party, the GOP, their policies will always be fucked up and failing. Why? Because their whole job is not to govern, it is to degrade and to destroy. That's all they do. They destroy, they come in, they lie to get into office. They focus on racism and keeping white people's fears about us doing to them what they did to us. They play on that. They scare people. They make up these cultural like issues that don't mean nothing to nobody, that aren't important to people. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Good. Welcome. Come on in, super family. I want to see more members of the super family. So that is what that is about. That's how they get elected. And from the moment they get into office, they steal, they give tax breaks to the uber wealthy, and they destroy safety nets. That's all they do. They get into office on lies and they destroy, destroy, destroy until finally black people and a few white people that start getting scale get them the fuck out of office until they come up with some new way to lure the poor whites back in. I have never in my life, y'all know Dr. Scott Galloway. I know some people find him problematic, but he said something that made so much sense to me yesterday. And this is another reason, another thing I want to release. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Miss Laura. Thank you. I love that. We gonna light it up in here today. Thank you. That's what the hanging lights are for. That's what me being a human ray of sunshine is for. We sometimes we need the harsh disinfectant of sunlight. It is so crazy that the poor whites and the barely struggling and making it Latinos and Latinas, it is crazy that these people vote that they vote the issues of the wealthy. Because as Scott Galloway pointed out, the wealthy don't need government. You don't need government. You can send your kid to private school. You can seclude yourself in some little gated community where you got your own private police force. Y'all ever been around some of these towns? They literally just have police cars. In a lot of towns, they'll just pay for police cars to just sit there to just kind of intimidate and scare people. Ain't nobody in the police cars, or sometimes they'll have dummies in police cars. They don't need government. If their women or their daughters need reproductive health care, are you kidding me? They don't give a damn whether or not the mifepristone could be mailed. They're setting up a termination with a private doctor. Or if shit got too hot to handle, or if you're somebody that's rich in like a West Virginia or like a Alabama, you send her to New Orleans, don't you? Your flyer to New York. Oh, Susie and Mayanne, they're gonna go to New York to watch a play. They don't need government. They don't need SNAP. They don't need universal health care. They have their own health care. Not only do they have their own health care, y'all, there are these new practices, concierge medicine. Basically, you get your own private hospital. You can subscribe to the rich people can subscribe to their own private hospital. It's crazy. Ron, thank you for that. That's all they do. So that is why they attack us. Thank you for that update. We'll be following that. I bet you Senator Louise Lucas's office I bet her paperwork is intact. I bet her lawyers are going to wear them the fuck out. Well, we await the full facts of the investigation in order. Why do they fall for it every time? Not that bright. Decimation of the public school system. Anti-intellectualism is it's a feature. It's not a bug. They get their stupid they through foreign entities, they pay their podcasters to say shit like college is a scam. Learning is stupid. What do I need to be told? That's why. They convince them that it's cool. They hide their actual feelings and the planks of their platform, and they hide it in red pill content. They hide it through trad wife content. And like people buy it, and more than anything else, they keep white people afraid. And they foment and they keep supporting and putting out there that we want to do something to them. We want to hurt them. Replacement theory, we gonna replace them. And honestly, the long and short of it is a lot of it is stupid. It is stupid. They just dumb. They can't see no different. Ain't nothing going on. There's no connection between the mind and the heart and the spirit. It's dead. It's somehow, even though they may have nothing, they may live in the middle of nowhere, no economic opportunity. They may be They will, like they're the oh my god, when I think of the Sacklers and I think about like fentanyl and I think about like and I think about the opioid crisis, how they just preyed on these poor whites. They just prey on them. Yeah, I'm ready for them to pay too, Aaron, and it's coming. I think these people think, "Oh my god, these people don't understand what we've already survived." And what they don't understand is like they've killed our compassion. Mine is gone, y'all, for these people. Whatever happens, happens. There was a time when it was a lot of black praying grandmothers that would pray over the ignorant, that would pray over these poor whites. No mas. No mas. Yeah, they do need to be replaced. 20 years of sister wives. It's easier for them. They're poor, their schools are stricken, they won't ever go nowhere, do nothing, have nothing, but they've got this fucked up dream and lie of white supremacy, and they are hanging on to it with everything they got. That's why. They want to be duped. They want to be misled. They want to leave the lie. And let's as black women, let's act like we don't know what that's like. Is not a woman in here that hasn't been dealt with some fool where we just wanted to believe the lie. We didn't want to believe the reality of what the situation was. We wanted to continue to believe the lie, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's projecting. They know we're the superior race. I got to be honest. I feel like all the proof is there for that. I'm a Leo. I love investigating why people, oh, she don't like me. I wonder why she don't like me. We're very self-involved. By understanding ourselves, it's how we deal with the world. You're correct. I'm like Cat Williams. Why they so obsessed with us? Why is that? I mean, seriously. Everything I'll never forget from the time I was a girl when I was learning about like stereotypes and like why do white people act like this? And I grew up in Mississippi. None of it ever made any sense to me. And I'm like, "Well, that's interesting because the most credentialed people I know are black people or black women. The most kind, compassionate, accomplished people I know are the black women in my life. The ones that were the strongest, the most capable, the most flexible, the most loving, the most compassionate, the most generous, the most beautiful." Yes. Bounty and Bliss says, Alexa, would you please play? Alexa, would you please play Obsessed with Me by Mariah Carey? Don't really do that, Alexa. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. All right. I was worried. I was like, Siri might actually. Me and Siri got a love hate relationship. Hey, Sparkle. Welcome on in. So that's what it is. And the sad part, the scary part is, man, a lot of these people like they go a lot of people are need to start understanding that at this point people are living beyond the grace of black women. What is that like? Let me give you a visual. Anybody in here Dim Thrones fans, Game of Thrones fans? Y'all know the wall and beyond the wall, the frozen tundra out there where the monsters are? That's what it's like to be beyond the grace of black women, and that's where a lot of people are headed. Truly. Otherwise, why are people so focused on us? Why is it always, and to make the poor whites happy, stick it to the blacks, take away from the blacks. When all else fails, be racist. They like that. That's the one lie they hanging on to. Wakandan Songbird says, we are young. Yeah, winter is coming, and the North remembers. The North remembers. You can't, is y'all done messed around and let Gen X, like just brilliant, funny black people get on the internet. Like my big brothers in my mind, the author Myron and the main Darian got long memories. Love pulling receipts, love educating. And I'm gonna be right there with them, amplifying the whole time. We're not turning back. And I'm not being soft no more. I'm not in a forgiving mood. That's not the way shit works in the universe. The universe craves balance. The universe doesn't crave forgiveness. The universe craves balance. That's why you'll never catch me on here telling black women to forgive anybody for anything. That's been the problem. That's been the issue. That's why we've been too tired. We can't see work till we can't see in the morning to can't see at night. Thank you. It's y'all, it's on my ShopMy. I wish they sold it on TikTok Shop. I'm trying to get the woman that owns the company to sell it on TikTok Shop. Thank you so much. You know, Leos were just Care Bears. That's all we are. Just that's literally all we are. You want to tame and charm a Leo, call her a Care Bear. Call him a Care Bear. We're like, yes, we are. That's literally the energy center and the part of the body that's associated with Leo is the heart. That's our problem. Looking forward to it. Over fatigue, Dr. Barbara, you're forced to live in a predominantly white. Ooh, girl. I feel you. Where I live is very homogenous. I'm telling you, me and Coach Dad said we're gonna do the last of the repairs on this house and we out. I might move him to the Berkeley Hills. I might just do that for us. I would love a big 92 or find a way to hang a 92 from inside of a heart. I may have to figure it out. Hey, smitten. I love that word. I love that. So y'all, welcome. Come on in. This is the Sunshine Report. So yeah, y'all, I woke up wanting to be released, but can't nobody release us but us. Okay? Can't nobody release us from us. And I love, like, and I was thinking, yeah, Berkeley Hills or Albany. I used to want to live in Rockland. We used to love to go, y'all, children, back before there was GPS with me and Coach Dad on the weekend. That's what we do on the weekend. We dream about a house and we'd be trying to figure out, like, how could we scrape together enough to get a little, little 5%, little 10% for a house. Ooh, Saunders says, yeah, I'm not big on turning the other cheek or forgiving 70 by 7. Yeah, the Christ I know flip tables, correct. And I'm on that same energy. Same thing. I never forget the first time my sister told me that people be putting ATMs at the church. I said, how do they be putting ATMs at the church? What? ATMs at the church? Jesus used to be flipping over tables. What you mean? Y'all know I'm deconstructed. Certified 92%. Yes. Hey, girl, I'm glad you're here. Y'all, if y'all ever miss me on live, now I had to take a couple of days off because of house and children. Scary Scorpio is doing great. She's at school right now. So it was an outpatient procedure. She had a good night. She didn't have much pain. Coach Dad took her to school. Coach Dad took her to school. She's great. So thank you all for the well wishes yesterday. So we were arranging her surgical procedure. And y'all, I told y'all we got a whole project. We got to replace the deck, which means getting permits. Spending a lot of money we don't want to spend. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Coach Dad, Josh was like, because we are not cut out for this. Like, we'll ignore a home repair and go on vacation in a hot minute. The girls want to go to Namibia. Okay. F a deck. A deck. Who cares? We got 4 decks. Why we got to replace a deck? Or we could go to Namibia. Like, we're bad. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this home repair, and then we finished. And it's gonna be a townhouse somewhere. Hey, Coach Rhonda, how are you? Coach Rhonda is talking about. I love this. Coach Rhonda has been talking about, like, being stuck in midlife. Don't be stuck in midlife. This is the time of our life. Follow Coach Rhonda, please. She's another. She's my agency mate in the Launch Your Income agency. So, y'all, that's one of the things we're focusing on. We're studying what happens when we stop giving our energy away automatically, because that's how I got started before I got back on track last night. Hey, Mimi, thank you for your daily Hermie. And y'all, thank you so much for the did y'all know I said I was accepting kisses. Did y'all give me all the kissy stamps already? Y'all did. Thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all, thank you so much. Y'all been shopping today too. I got some good stuff down there. I got some really good stuff down there. I can't, y'all, another thing I'm loving right now, and I can't find it to put it in my showcase now. God, that's why my face is so shiny. I will smear it. And Nia Long and who else was just Nia Long and Kiki Palmer was just talking about under the neck yesterday. I was like, with Coach Rhonda, speaking of being stuck in big life, I was like, let me hit this neck real quick. Hit the snack real quick. Yo, welcome. Come on in. Thank you, Coach Ron. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, really, like this morning, as I was getting ready for the news, there were three things that struck me. And I was just so put out. I was like, okay, because we talk about like pop culture and news and topics. That's one of the topics. I said, I want to be released from this stupidity and this mediocrity. And I realized, I was like, girl, just put your phone down and just finish your planning for the 92%. Do what we said we were going to do in critical decision number 4. I'm going to start calling it decision study. All this month we are studying what happens when we stop giving our energy away automatically. Cuz even our attention online, this is an attention economy. That's why they're always attacking black women, cuz they know if we attack black people, girl, what's it called? Please, girl, I was looking for it. It's Medicube's PDRN collagen stick, and it's got a little bit. It's got 5% of that volufiline in it. Now, some people are using like the 99% like serum. I'm like, I'm already using enough serums and stuff. I'm not doing that. But I like something that travels, and it's a PDRN stick. I have the cactus stick, the cactus one that Dr. Malak sent down there. I'm having a hard time finding this, putting it in my showcase. I'm having a real hard time finding it. Forgive me, y'all, but that's why my face is shiny. I'm doing a lot of moisturization like all the time. Girl, no problem. I appreciate you so much, Ocean Summer. Girl, you're one of the reasons and Ocean Summer, I want everybody to, I drank all of my chlorophyll water. That's all y'all need. You need just half a dropper full of your chlorophyll water. You're as fresh as a daisy. It's the chlorophyll water is antioxidant. It's good for decreasing bloating, and it also tastes delicious. It's a really nice little, very light, fresh peppermint. So I've already had my Black Girl Vitamins collagen. So I'm all set on my Black Girl Vitamins collagen. All right. I've already had my Black Girl Vitamins probiotic. I've already had my once a day, and I had my Black Girl Vitamin chlorophyll drops. Those are my favorites from Black Girl Vitamins. I love Black Girl Vitamins. I'm a huge fan. Girl, yeah, I love their stuff. And oh, Coach Rhonda, sometimes when you and I'm not like a brand ambassador or anything. I would love to be Black Girl Vitamins, but sometimes they'll give you a little happy. Like sometimes when you put your order in, they'll put something cute in there, like this. I love I love when sometimes they'll give you like a little happy or something. Like this was from Black History Month. I love it. I'll never forget. I walked into where did I walk in, and somebody tried to make some smart ass comment, and I was like, I'm the wrong one. I got my other girlfriend, she's 90%. She was like, oh no. Like somebody said, Black girl vitamins. Do Black girls need different vitamins than the rest of us? And I was like, yes, we do. I was like, "Were you aware?" I was like, "Were you aware, like, that Black women that we experience the onset of perimenopause earlier and that our symptoms are more severe? So, yes, we do need different things." I know she was upset. I was like, "I know she's sorry she asked that little dumb." I was like, "Y'all, I'm the wrong one." Truly. People, my husband is gotten aware. Seriously, I think Pals first said this, but somebody's like, "Girl, you need to just get your chart laminated and make cards." I'm going to. I will pull this chart out. Girl, thank you. It's in my ShopMy. It's in my ShopMy. I'll put it, if y'all want me to, I'll put it in my stories today. It's in my ShopMy. It's a great little company called Collective Hearts. She could have minded her business. So yeah, so I feel like, yeah, people gonna say shit like that to me. Girl, y'all fucked around. Y'all picked the wrong one. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, Ray, welcome. Come on in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you for tapping and getting us to 100K as soon as possible. So y'all, so earlier when I was a little overwhelmed with the stupidity and the mendacity and the mediocrity, I was like, I want to be delivered. And I was like, let me just all that's one of the wonderful things about our movement. That's one of the wonderful things about the things that we decided. Cause I'm like, I can always find one of the decisions that we made and I can go back to it and I could focus on it. And decision number 4 was remembering that we are no longer giving our energy away, whether that's online or in real life. We're no longer doing that automatically. We're reserving it. We're conserving it. We're stacking it. We're protecting it. We're directing it intentionally. So, whether that's our time, our attention, even our beauty, our labor, our creativity, especially our vote, our money, our presence, These are assets, and I would like for us as Black women to start thinking about that way. They're assets. They are valuable. They are worth something. Okay? They're not invaluable, like our melanin is invaluable, but those other things, those are assets. Those are valuable. And the second that Black women, Black American women, 92%, we understand our collective value. What's happening? Black women removed ourselves almost completely. Do y'all know how they're talking about how the founder of Project 2025, y'all know that man got like a master's or something. He studied African American history, trying to put a finger on the pulse of what if they could control us and they could study our history and if they could learn us and understand us, they could control the outcome. They didn't know we were going to do this. A PhD. I thought it was a master's. God damn. So exactly diabolical, thinking they could get a pulse on us, a finger on us. What history did not teach them was that we were gonna say, and especially Black women, because we the ones running this shit. People can talk about men being the head, women are the neck. We're the ones directing this shit. Ain't nobody doing nothing without our say so around here like that. They thought they had a finger on the pulse of what we were gonna do, but they did not plan on us doing is being like, no, 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 no. Conserving our energy, get somebody else to do it. Leave us alone. Fuck you, pay me. Keep your job. Give me my severance. I've been wanting to start a podcast and start a business any damn way. We can move it. Exactly. We can move and glide. They can't do like us. Thank you. Y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Thank you. And saying, nope, messed them up. They don't know what to do. And in Texas, Black people saying, well, fuck y'all then. Earn our vote. No, we ain't got to vote for you. Oh, well, this is already Texas. Things are already fucked up. F y'all. You better start asking us what our issues are because we know y'all don't know. Okay? So that's why decision number 4 is very, very, very important. That I'm telling y'all, they used to be able to play on our emotions. Those leftists used to have us fucked up online because they were playing on our emotions. What have you all done for Palestine? And because we're loving and we're empathetic for other brown people, because at the time we thought, oh, we're all brown people together. Oh, we understand. We're real clear now. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Earn me, says Olivia Pope. They sure did. And yeah, if you want them out, you put them out. It was never about that. Those people do not care about those people over there. Because if they did, they would have done everything in their power to keep y'all stunt queen and chief from being there. But oh no, as far as I'm concerned, they're all ops. They're all in it for the money, and the money comes from the other side. The money is siphoned to them and their little platforms, their little social media accounts, all of that. Exactly, Golden Lady. Yes. And now we're saying show and prove. That's why I got so mad. Y'all go back and I don't even know if I want y'all to do it, but it was an interview between Cam Newton and Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith said, I don't ever listen to this man. Stephen A. Smith said, I just wish, Cam, I'm trying to help you understand. You could tell the way he was talking to him, like he was trying to son him, trying to teach him something. And I'm like, Lord, it's the blind leading the blind. I wish just all Black people, no party appreciates us. Lie. No party. And although Black people, Black women, we're very pragmatic. We know who loves us and who don't. And if we weren't before, we do now. But we're always going to vote matrilineally. We're always going to vote in a way that serves the least of these. Always. That's the way Black women have always voted. But here he is telling Cam Newton it was like watching a football helmet debate with a mini fridge. It was some of the most ignorant, dumb shit I ever heard. And here's Stephen A. Smith that people listen to because people love ignorance and stupidity. If you're loud and colorful, they love it. I wish Black people just once would vote all GOP. And I was like, don't you understand? Black people have done that before. And because no matter what, the GOP is just team white folks. They will stab us in the back every time and then look at us like we stupid. Like we're dumb. Hey, vibe wellness woman. Like we're stupid. I was like, see, he doesn't understand history. He doesn't understand any political history. Why is anybody listening to him? Every single time they will stab us in the back every single time. and then call you the N word or like make fun of you like Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio, no wonder we can't get no respect on the world stage. The stunt queen in chief is embarrassing his ass, making fun of his ability to speak Spanish and laughing and giggling with Pete Keg's breath in front of Marco Rubio's face. Like, you still just a wetback. You still just one of these dirty Cubans. He loves the tap dance. Correct. Every time. But we understand what the deal is. Also, black women, I have a fundamental problem because they used to play on us. And we used to want to try to explain. That's why, I'm saying no, we're conserving our energy. We used to try to explain to these dummies. Both parties are the same. And we used to be like, no, no, we're not, because A, B, C, D, and E. Why are we explaining to these people? They don't want to listen to nothing and they can't learn nothing. They're not afraid to be stupid. They get paid to be stupid. They get paid to be stupid podcasters. That's why I say I want more black women buying microphones. If you're a black woman within the sound of my voice, please, for the love. What's my boy, the hood substitute? I love that young man. I hope that young man is living a good life and he's a good person, because I have to tell you, he warms my heart. I love his content. Oh, sweet Jesus. I mean, no disrespect. Oh my God, get a mic. Buy it from me. Buy it from another black woman. Get on the mic. I told y'all we want to be released, and can't nobody release us from nothing except us. We have to free ourselves. So black women, if you're within the sound of my voice and this microphone, I release us. Where is my protection spray? I wish my sister was still selling her candles and her sprays. Exactly. They want the labor, not the learning. They want our energy. They like when they have our attention and we're talking to them. That's why they want us at the protest and they want us at the march. They want the vibe. They want the black girl magic. They don't want the black girl truth telling. They don't want that, because when black women start telling the truth, oh, it's cold as ice. I learned this from my grandmama. They are energy vampires, vultures, exactly, culture vultures. That's why sinners started with vultures on the roof. That symbolized the racists in there that was in the cabinet that was getting ready to get caught up, that the Choctaw were trying to help. I was driving. I could only if only you could have seen and heard me screaming, yes, it's true. Oh, I'm so glad, girl. Be careful driving. I be doing that too. That's why I bought a tapper. I bought a tapper because sometimes I be driving. I be listening to lives on TikTok and on YouTube, like the radio. And so I'd be putting my little tapper on when I'm driving. Same. Exactly. They want the rhythm. They don't want any of the blues. They don't want this truth telling. They don't want us to start telling the truth. It's a misery. Some of the times I've cried the hardest in my life was when my grandmother would not stop talking. I'm like, you're hurting my feelings. She goes, I know, the truth hurts. And that's where they messed around and got black women right now. Y'all know when Rashonda, she's like, right here is where y'all got us fucked up at. And see, black men, I don't like talking about men's business, but Stephen A. Smith, Cam Newton, and these stupid podcasts, and y'all listening to these dummies on the mic, that's where y'all got fucked up at. That's where they got y'all fucked up at. Okay, girl, be careful. Y'all be careful. Please be careful, please. Okay, so black women, I'm releasing us from having to listen to this stupidity. I'm releasing us from feeling like we need to fix it. We need to explain. We need to make a comment video to explain to them, to help them understand, because our obedient asses, we were taught, especially if you're a black woman and you were a little black girl nerd, you grew up in the 80s and stuff, you were told to whom much is given, much is expected. And if you're given the gift of intellect, and the gift of gab and explaining, you're supposed to teach, you're supposed to help, you're supposed to explain. These people don't want to listen to us, and they're not going to waste our time doing it. Girl, I love the older, this isn't even the original chart, girl. This is a reproduction. Yeah, the misogyny in our community is a huge problem, but like racism with white people is not for us to fix. All we can do, we're gonna fix it the way we fix it, and the rest of this, the way we're releasing ourselves, removing our energy from it. remove our energy from it unless we gonna fight back hard. Like there was this one little young black AI artist. Y'all remember when Clay was miserable, was awful to Megan, and somebody made a video of men lining up like they was gonna take on Megan. And I love this one little black girl was like, or we could do it like this. And they had men lined up to like fillet Clay. And I was like, that's the kind of fighting back I like. Yeah, we not Nikki, we ain't doing no more group projects. I feel a way about that. I have a little Virgo ascendant, little scary Scorpio is Virgo ascendant. So she's one of these kids that's going in a group project. If people like don't do their work, she'll do the work because she doesn't want the bad grade. She doesn't want. And at one point, I was like, "Do I need to come down there and talk to your teacher and tell her?" And me say, "I don't want you doing no more group projects because I don't want to. I don't want people taking advantage of you. People be trying to be on your team and then sit back and don't do nothing, and you doing all the work." I was like, "Do I need to come down there and talk to this teacher about that? How is it? What is it teaching you?" I don't want nobody getting nothing for free off the back of black women and girls no more. Girl, you a full Virgo. Yeah, ain't no group projects. We don't deserve y'all, to be perfectly honest. Virgos and Capricorn, man. That's who y'all want on a project. I don't do any collaborations with people unless they're earth signs because I got too much fire and air. I need some balance. Yeah, exactly. What is it teaching you? I'm not reinforcing any more of that. Black women, we just are mules of the world, and we're gonna be picking up the doing the labor. We're finished. You, Nikki, you're a Virgo too. Capricorn here. Yeah. Y'all are invaluable in that way. And if you're a black woman, I feel like you don't get our energy anymore. Virgo married to a Taurus. I know money and excellent state coming flowing through that house. Whoo, you got some Taurus energy. Virgo energy, the work ethic alone on Capricorn. Seriously, that's why the archetype for Capricorn is the mountain goat, ever higher, ever higher, ever higher. Just keep working, keep climbing, keep working, keep climbing, keep working, climb. Too much fire, yeah, Aries girl, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like literally, I'm literally triple Leo, Sagittarius moon. Too much fire and air. Yeah. Like my daughter, the Virgo ascendant, that girl has got a plan and she has got a work ethic. It is the work of my life, it is the work of my life not to disappoint that child. That Heritage Foundation president has PhD, but he doesn't understand the divine. Yeah, no, and they never thought they saw it coming. That's another reason they pay so much attention to us. They're just trying to figure us out. Ooh, Golden Lady says, I'm getting free, going to the moon like Oshun. Exactly. Oshun left because they wasn't treating her right. And the other Orisha were like, "You're just a woman. You're just laughter and sweetness and love and light." And she's like, "But you know what? What is this world like without us?" And it messed them up so bad. Yeah, they weren't planning for this. They're doing anything. So that's why the gutting of the Voting Rights Act. Why even now in the great state of Mississippi, one of the news stories today. Let me find it. Mississippi is getting ready to convene, getting ready to discuss. Let me find it. It was in the Guardian. Getting ready to get together to discuss redistricting. Y'all, and they gonna do it in the same building. Let me make sure I got this right though before I say it. Lord, Howard Lutnick is back before Congress. This ought to be entertaining. Just gonna get up there and lie. Why are we even having these hearings? Why are we even doing this? Yep, I love that. To Ocean Summer. I don't mean to be in y'all's business. Thank you, Mimi, for letting me share this. The best I tell folks is no is a complete sentence. Y'all know I was I was 48 before I'd ever heard that before. It was so revolutionary to me. My little dance instructor that said, I said, Halicue, you never heard that? And I was like, no, girl, I didn't. I grew up the oldest black daughter in Mississippi in the late 70s and the early 80s. No is a complete sentence when an adult said it, when your mama said it. Seriously. And it is so freeing. Good afternoon, Bill with Danny. So not qualifier, quantifier, explain your no. It's enough. Exactly. And they already know why you're saying no. And even if they didn't, they don't deserve the answer. They don't deserve the time. I'll take time to explain to Coach Dad why I feel the way I feel, or my daughters, or my good friends. Seriously. Oh, hold on. Get rid of this. Oh Lord, he's up there answering questions about Epstein, just all lies. What? Oh, y'all, I'm just looking over some of the news before we get ready to get up out of here. Lord have mercy. I swear, like all the stories I get started with, like we end up just doubling up on the BS and the effery. Y'all, we could my son who was on the spectrum says, "No, thank you." Exactly. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, it's so funny you mentioned that. When my so I have triplet little sisters, Caitlin, Kayla, and Megan. We're a blended family. My mom remarried my saint of a stepfather, and so we had the triplets. And so when they were growing up, we were trying to find ways, me and my the older siblings, we were trying to find ways to teach them our Southern ways, but not be so harsh with it. So, when they first start saying, no, no, we're like, you can't, don't say no. But we also don't need them to say no, ma'am to us because I'm your sister. I don't need you saying no, ma'am to me, even though I'm 20 and you're one, like I'm 23 and you three. So I'd be like, no, 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 just, and I had worked for Planned Parenthood and I thought it was very important for the girls to learn how to say no, but how when they're dealing with us, to be polite about it. So I said, you say no, thank you. Just say no, thank you. Ooh, one of them, Caitlin Camille, Dr. Caitlin Camille now. She's a PhD. Dr. Caitlin Camille, when she was little, oh my God. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like she would just throw a temper tantrum. And I was like, but good for you, baby. Like you stick it. Okay, I get it. I said say no, thank you. And you let me, no, thank you. Like I get it. Okay, that those were the parameters that I said. Did I see Chump in the Oval Office talking about Iran and bombing? Oh, when the children was in the Oval Office, or is this a new one? And did he stay awake? That man is falling asleep in broad daylight. That's bad, y'all. He's falling asleep at the desk while people are in there. And everybody is ignoring it. So is this a new him talking about Iran and the war and the update on Iran and the war? The so-called war. Oh my God, why do people allow their children? Anyway, exactly, Mimi B. I have no idea why people will let their children anywhere near. Yes, exactly. The only thing that keeps him away, girl, you ain't never lied. Let me pin that. That is the absolute truth. He falls asleep. Exactly, but ain't nobody talking about that, Jake Tapper. Jake, Jake Tapper, where you at? How come it's no book about this? Did y'all see him when he got off Air Force One the other day? He was just wandering. He slid down the stairs by the grace. I don't know what entity. I don't know what entity was holding him up. By the grace he got down them little baby steps. Yeah, I can't stand Jake Tapper anymore. Jake is one of the reasons I stopped watching CNN. Jake went to Dartmouth too. You're such a disappointment, Jake. Such a disappointment. You're a disgrace to the institution. You're a disgrace to dear old Dartmouth. You are. I'm horrified. Where's your freaking book? Y'all don't get me started talking about these journalists. That's literally why we do the Sunshine Report. So Howard Lutnick is up there answering questions, lying on in front of Congress. All right. So Indiana Republicans, oh God. Okay, so they're getting ready to have their election. I can't believe Vivek Ramaswamy got the nomination. I thought those white people helped him understand who he was. I think he might find out. Indiana shows Republicans have two choices: align with Trump or get ousted. Did I say that man's name? I did, didn't I? All right. Let me just cleanse that. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. And y'all, the update on the war is just lies. Hate the one who went to our alma turned out to be creeps, assholes, and racists. I know. I'm just like, Jake, you was supposed to be better. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he changed. Girl, they just all want to be famous. I don't mean to be talking bad about Don Lemon and Joy, but I don't really F with them anymore because they are platforming, having conversations with freaking next thing you know, they'll be interviewing Plattner. They on here with these leftist podcasters that hate black women. And I feel like I can say that these leftists have always had a thing for us. They've always hated us in particular as black women because we see right through them and we see their anti-blackness and we call it out. Oh, girl, that's so funny. Golden Lady says, "Remember when that girl fainted in the Oval Office out of nowhere? That evil got to her." I believe you. I believe you. I wouldn't let my children go anywhere near them. I can't believe it. They be having whole parties and stuff where they bring their daughters to like Mar-a-Lago and dress them up in these ugly evening gowns. Ooh, I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, I'm just not. Like Don just wants to be a celebrity. And that's okay. That's fine. So I'm not looking to you for news then Don. Fine. I don't like Don. I haven't liked Don since CNN, but again, I didn't want to be saying nothing against our icons and stuff, so I ain't saying nothing. Oh, Joy. Joy got me mad when she started talking about Kamala shouldn't run again. Joy is absolutely entitled to her opinion. She's absolutely entitled to her opinion and to say whatever she wants to say. I think that's fundamentally not 92%. Telling another black woman politician, one of the most qualified women to ever reach like a hair's breadth of the presidency, saying, "Well, I don't think you should run again." I got a problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss? Yep, and we're calling them out. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, she gets to have her opinion. She can totally have it, but I'm like, Do I trust you to give me the news? I don't know." And you know who else? Another thing I want to be released from. Here's some other people I want to be released from. I want to be released from loud people like Dr. Eddie Glaude, professor at Princeton, and freaking Killer Mike. I would like to be released from you hoes. And I can't believe I'm sitting up here calling a celebrated, like unbelievably intelligent, credentialed professor. But I don't need y'all getting on here yelling and screaming and pointing fingers at us as a community, talking about we need to organize, we need to vote. Really, Killer Mike, who spoke against Stacey Abrams and Kamala Harris. Dr. Eddie Glaude, who said you weren't gonna vote for Hillary. You're gonna give your vote to a third party. Sir, I don't need you raising your voice and yelling at me, telling me how I need to organize and we need to organize. Who the fuck is we, sir? I know you're not talking to us. I know your ass didn't vote for Jill Stein, a third party candidate, and you got on TV and you used your platform. And you got on TV on MSNBC and you said that. You said that you weren't going to vote for Hillary. And here the fuck we are. And now it's all righteous indignation. And now it's all the Voting Rights Act and the history. Sir, where was all of this when it was time to elect Hillary? And people can say what they want to say about Nikki. People can say what they want to say about Hillary. Hillary is smart, competent. I'm a black girl nerd. I love competence and intelligence. You want to talk about like seriously? I don't mean to be rude, but that's what gets me excited. That's how about I'm gonna say that. I love intelligence and competence. Boring. Oh my god, I would have loved that boring ass Hillary Clinton presidency. But that's another thing I want to get released from. Killer Mike, please go to hell, bro. I don't know what you've done in your community in Atlanta. I hear you've done some good things. Shut up. You would have made well. Is she really? Is Kamala really black? Kamala's a whole AKA from Howard, and you asking if she's black. We need to organize. No shit. You know who got us organized? Like Stacey Abrams. And what did you have to say about her? You literally were shilling for Kemp, and I'm supposed to listen to you? Please shut up forever. Please choke. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, and Joy's problematic like the rest of them. And I don't like talking about and say and against hey, phenomenal Katrina. Hey, girl, thank you for your daily heart me. That's how I feel about it. And that is why we have the sunshine report, so we can get this straight and have some right understanding and get some straightening. Yeah, Joy waited. Thank you, Lila. Joy waited until after Kamala gave her an interview to say that nonsense. Like after Joy, after you were let go from MSNBC, you supposed to be doing better. You supposed to be innovating. You're supposed to be doing better. But oh no, everybody just wants the podcast money. Everybody, I don't have any patience for it. Did I? Oh girl, did I miss your comment? I'm so sorry. Yeah, just put it back up there again, please. Pretty please, pretty please. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, I was so pissed off when he went after Stacey because one no reason. What problem do we have with Stacey Abrams? And so seriously, like that's why I'm like, okay. It's like with Vivek Ramaswamy and then whoever this woman is, like he's running as. I'm like, okay, so it's basically gonna be racist. Who wins? Racism. What's gonna win? The racism or the misogyny? Seriously, let me see if I can find it again. Oh, happy Wednesday, girl. Thank you. Scarlett White says innovating and doing better is exactly what she was supposed to do. She's supposed to be free. She was supposed to be loose. She was supposed to give us something better, something for us. But oh no. Yeah, I don't feel any more joy. And there we go. Hassan Piker. Okay, and to this point, that's another thing I want to be released from. I want to be released from this leftist anti-blackness forever. Starting right now. Don't bother we don't bother nobody. Don't bother us about Hassan Piker, Graham Plattner. Leave black women the fuck alone about these people. It's a no forever. Ain't nothing that either of them could do to get our attention or our vote. Okay? So that's a no. Thank you. Does everybody get it? Does everybody understand? Did that's as clearly as I can say that from black women, that's a no on them, on leftists in general, but especially Hassan Piker. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay? I don't get Jennifer Welch, who Joy, Dawn, I don't give a damn. If they had something crazy to say about black people, black women, no. Forever. We got beef. Like Cardi. Okay? And when black women got beef with you, I got beef forever. I have no more compassion or forgiveness left in my heart. Leave us alone. Stop trying to make it happen. And if black women say it's not fashionable, it's not cute, it's not popular, we're not doing it, it's not going to happen. Stop trying. Thank you, Phenomenal K. I mean, I have to talk to these leftists like I talk to my children. I mean what I say now. Stop bothering us. DNC, I don't give a goddamn. Don't put Graham Plattner, take my name. You sort by I understand that, when it comes to donations and all of that, and like our little local Democratic parties or whatever in the DNC, y'all need to understand sort by race and gender on Excel. Now, I don't know how to do it because I don't like Excel, but I know y'all know how to do it. Sort by race and gender, sort out black women, and take us off the damn contact list for Graham Plattner, whatever the fuck his name is, the Nazi from Maine. I don't give a damn. We're not getting on board. It don't work like that no more. And Hassan Piker can choke. Violence is wrong. I'm not saying I'm a choke him, but if he accidentally get an olive or something caught in there, good luck. We're not forgiven. Thank you, Aaron, for reminding me of that. Like Mimi says, I burn my cape in the bonfire. Yep, they can never get my attention again. Leave us alone. Y'all can't play on our emotions anymore. That's a wrap. Okay? An olive. It don't even have to be an olive. It could be a crouton. But I invite them to choke. Leave us alone. Leave us out of it. Yeah, exactly. Somebody asked you if I would go to a rally for women's rights. Yeah, not this black body. Y'all should have been thinking of that. White women, y'all are the ones that really ought to be afraid. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know it's YT women on here on the internet talking about it. I don't even want the vote. If women didn't have the vote, that'd be for the best. Y'all got some work to do. Yeah. Get to work. Go to work. We can't do it for you. And if they're not gonna be, that's up to them. I don't care. They coming for you. They coming for you. They coming for your daughters. Y'all the ones need to be afraid of ICE. They're the ones worried about not enough white babies. They can't get white babies from us. That's why they were doing that obscene stuff with like the poor black pregnant woman that had the baby that was in a coma. Testing that shit out on us so they can do it with y'all. Yep, they're the ones that hit your wads and ended up like Serena Joy. Yep, volunteers, not victims. Not that's not y'all not wake up. Wake up. Yep. I watched Lifetimes and they and the spite in the face of their grandmothers. Yep. Yep, we're always first because they protected and use their tears as effective weapons. Y'all done fucked around and now black girls, oh my God, y'all. It's a whole new breed of young black women entering the workforce, and they'll cry faster than you will now. I've taught mine how to do it. Exactly. And who the fuck is we? Adriana Smith, girl. Yes. Getting on here talking about trad wife life and these hoes ain't never had to watch their own damn bastard children till the 1960s. And now they trying to glamorize the work that we did for centuries. Trad wife shit. Woo! Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, I got a little Libra too. I'll teach a workshop. I'll teach her how to cry the way I taught her how to walk in high heel shoes. Two can play at that game, and we cry pretty. Even when Halle Berry was ugly crying, it was beautiful. It was a work of art. Okay, y'all. Let me see what the hantavirus vote update is before we get out of here. And I'm gonna do one more. Girl, what y'all think we gonna do about the hantavirus? Can I just point out? I feel like people forget this. I don't get on here talking about the Antichrist and shit like that because y'all know I'm deconstructed. But can I just say that the last time this motherfucker was in office, he ushered in a plague and he fucked the whole thing up. I mean, until we can figure out what's going on, leave him. I mean, I just put the mask back on. Like, let's. I also feel I don't put anything past this administration. I believe that man would bring that boat to dock in California if he thought he could start some shit and call a national emergency and shut down the midterms. Yeah. Girl, I hate when I have to turn into a damn biologist and start looking up cell like biology and infectious diseases and shit. Mimi says, yeah, there is no cure. Leave them where they at. They got to stay floating. That's why if the 92%, I swear to God, if we ever go on a cruise, it's going to be Viking cruises. Somebody get in touch with Viking cruises. It's going to have to, yeah, they need to be quarantined until the incubation period is over. I agree 100%. It was going to be a 35-day cruise anyway. Lock yourself in your room and get a good book. Have a Starlink sail close to them so they can get some internet. Make sure they got food. Yeah, the no cure part. Girl, I don't please. Wait, did I miss her Divine Alchemy again? Girl, Viking cruises are lovely. My mama took me on a Viking cruise. Me and my Uncle Junior last week. Y'all pray for my Uncle Junior. Took me on a biking cruise like a year ago. It was lovely. It's an ideal nerdy black girl who likes to travel cruise, especially if you're not a big drinker. You can still get your alcohol. Food is delicious. Dining room, unbelievably elegant and lovely. Staterooms, perfect. All kinds of good snacks and shit like all day. Yeah, girl, we say it was wonderful. It was France and Germany. If we go on another one, I don't know. I would like maybe another Nile trip. I love a Nile cruise. Oh my God, I love Agatha Christie. Um, girl, I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes these comments be flying by me. It was really nice. But then again, I'm a 53. Girl, Nile cruises are so nice. That was one of the nicest. I can't even believe me and Coach Dad did that. We won, but like 30 something. I don't even know why we did it. Oh, we were there because stuff was getting hot in Egypt when we were there. And when I say hot, I don't mean like temperature wise. I mean politically it was weird. So we were like, let's stop trying to figure stuff out of ourselves. Just we gonna get on a Thomas Cook cruise, and we're gonna cruise the Nile. And it was wonderful. It was so nice. All right, live updates from the Hanta virus boat. And the 92%. I'm gonna read our I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna tell them what we think. So we have some consensus. Stay at sea until the incubation period's over. Hantavirus outbreak cruise ship heads for Spanish islands. That's right, they're headed to the Canaries. 3 passengers have died and several others have been sickened by the Andes virus, a species of hantavirus on board the Dutch-flagged MV Hondius cruise ship has departed Cape Verde and is headed to Spain's Canary Islands with 150 people on board on Wednesday. The head of the World Health Organization. Also, if you are a member of the National Board of Science that the stunt queen in chief fired, come to California. If you're a fired scientist, come to California. Our bad bitch governor is going to make sure we find a place for you. Okay? Come work for the 4th largest economy and work for our government in the United States, in the world. 4th largest economy in the world. We like science and innovation and shit here. It's expensive, but we can pay you. Come to California. Okay? The head of the World Health Organization said 2 patients with hantavirus and 1 suspected of being infected have been evacuated from the ship and are on their way to the Netherlands, adding that the Dutch can handle them. The Dutch are very competent people. To the Netherlands, adding that the UN Health Agency is working with the operators of the cruise to closely monitor the health of passenger and crew. I swear, I feel like they should have left that. The WHO says risk to the global population from the outbreak is low. I don't believe you. I do believe in science, though. I say let's exercise all caution. Girl, you can say whatever you want to in here. You're literally the chief of villainy. You have made my life better, embracing your ways. Okay? I know I come across very sunny, but I have embraced your teachings, girl. Okay? I just need you to know that you are valued here. All caution. Damn near everybody else is more competent. Oh. Hantavirus, 92%, is a rare rodent-borne illness that usually spreads when people inhale contaminated residue of rodent droppings. That's how Gene Hackman and them died from the hantavirus in a filthy house. That's a shame Gene Hackman had to go out like that. It was I'll never forget it when it was that's why I don't like camping like that anyway, but I think it was in Yosemite or some shit where we had like a hantavirus outbreak in California years ago, long time ago. Long time ago. The Argentine government's leading hypothesis is that a Dutch couple, I bet you half the stunt queen and chief's cabinet can't spell hypothesis. How much y'all want to bet? The Argentine government's leading hypothesis is that a Dutch couple contracted the virus during a bird watching outing at the garbage dump. I'm going to withhold judgment on that sentence, but I'm going to read it again. The Argentine government's leading hypothesis is that a Dutch couple contracted the virus during a bird watching outing at a garbage dump before boarding. Yes, Queen Vicnick. Yes. During I know you heard me. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, Lion Lady. Yes. Imma read it once to Mo again, and then that's the last time Imma read it. During a bird watching outing at a garbage dump before boarding, even Coach Dad, who himself is from the mountains of Caucasus, would say, because he says the longer he stays married to me, the more he turns into a black lady. Even Coach Dad would say that's some white folk shit. Bird watching at the dump. Y'all, I be trying so hard to get over my social anxiety as I get older. That's why it's so hard for me to say yes to invitations and why I be so excited when I do go outside. Cause what the fuck? We got a bird watch. Girl, yours has gotten worse. Oh my god, I'll never forget when he came back. It was one of the last times he went skiing, and these people all wanted to get on some kind of tractor and go back backcountry skiing during a snowstorm. And he said the whole time he was like, "This is just some white people shit. Why are we doing this?" And I said, "I told you." He goes, "I hate to sound like that." I'm like, "Well, it's just true, babe, and you're welcome. You're welcome." Dutch man has also acknowledged that the house is black. Exactly. This is a black household. This is a black household. They know. That's why these marriages work out. I'm telling y'all, interracial marriages with like black women and like white men. I don't know why they last as long as they do and why we're least likely to get divorced, except that I think they just acquiesce to we know what the fuck it is we're talking about in the most important ways. And hundreds of foreign doctors' visas have still delayed since 2025. Y'all, they are literally punishing Cuba's doctors and making countries expel Cuba's doctors. Girl, it's true. Right. We already low on doctors. Aaron, don't you go nowhere. Stay right where you at. Don't let them convince you to go to Doctors Without Borders, which I do support, by the way. We do send money to Doctors Without Borders there, and you better stay put. I better not hear nothing about you going to go work on some rescue ship. And oh, left ear right. Coach Dad just likes. Yes, it's true. They do. I don't know why statistically they do, but that man knows this is a black girl. You better stay put, big sister. I don't like putting restrictions on her. Tell us what to do. They're going to have to take somebody else, girl, not you. Please stay still, please, because it's the perfect power. It worked. I don't know why. I don't know why. All I know is these girls are black, biracial. That's why I'm like, I don't know why y'all be talking shit about Megan Duchess of Sussex. That her mama's black. That's a black home. Harry, Coach Prince Harry, somebody like he's ready to leave her. I was like, Prince Harry ain't going nowhere. Prince Megan Duchess of Sussex got that man's feeding that man organic food, got his scalp right, got oil in his scalp. That man ain't going nowhere. I have a vulture near my dump. I don't watch it though. Girl, seriously. That's the whitest shit I've read in a long time, I gotta be honest. Bird watching outing at a garbage dump. Ain't that about a bitch? Before boarding. What is going on in other people's lives before they go on trips? Before I go on a trip, I'm making a last minute run to the drugstore, buy Nordstrom Rack, and I'm ordering more of those like what are people doing? Biracials. Every now and then I just tell my girls, "You're welcome." Really, y'all are welcome. They should have sat down somewhere. They should have been packing for their trip, double and triple checking. They should have been weighing their suitcases. People don't do what I do before we go on a trip. They don't be fussing with their husbands like, "Why are you weighing my suitcase?" Because your suitcase is always fine. But no, it's not. I weighed it. He goes, "You didn't weigh it. It's got da 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 da." He goes, "You weighed it, but you weighed it a spreading filth." I'm telling you. Okay, listen. So this just between us. This is in the vault, black women. Do y'all remember when COVID happened? One of the best YouTubes. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna share it. One of the best YouTubes I ever saw, like right after the quarantine happened. It was a group of 6 black women who were themselves either practicers or practitioners of African traditional religions. It was like a council. It was like a council. It was wonderful. It was like a Zoom meeting of Black spiritual women and from different cultures. Some were from the Caribbean, some were from the American South. Like one woman, I think, was from Detroit. Like she was a Mambo though, and they were talking about like physical, like cleaning your house and spiritual hygiene, and how for Black women, spiritual and actual scientific germ relating hygiene went together, and how it was a part of our spiritual practices. It was so, you saw it, Miss America. It was so good. And they talked about how they used to like how some of these practices happened because of slaves. They used to try to keep us in filth, and how we used to have to come up with, our own ways to keep it, why we're so serious about things, and how it's a part of your practice. I still put a tiny cap full of bleach into my ditch water to this day. How pine sol came from, I can't never remember the name. It's not Five Thieves vinegar. It's Chinese wash, like Chinese laundry wash, which comes out of like hoodoo. We don't play about cleanliness in our home. Be honest, I cleaned my mama's house so long. By the time we got old enough to like hire somebody to come in and help us clean this house, when the cleaners come to clean the house, I'd be sprinkling up my little special stuff in they mop water. I'd be going from room to room right behind them, burning my Palo Santo, burning my incense, I may be messy, but this house is clean. Turpentine, yes. The mambo that was, who was it? She was a Obia woman from Jamaica. She was talking about Dettol. She goes, y'all don't know about Dettol. I was like, I know about Dettol. My stepfather's Jamaican. I know all about Dettol. My sister Nikki is Jamaican. I know about Dettol. In London, Dettol was everywhere. Cinnamon brooms, lightning, that Nag Champa, yes. Wash the shower and basin every morning. The towels on their way to a boiling bleach wash, yes. My grandma used to tell me that. Keep a little bleach in your dishwater. Keeps your towels clean. And we don't wash the rugs with the towels. And we don't wash the towels and the rugs with the clothes. Girl, I'm not worried about us. That's when people are like, y'all are next. We're like, you think we not gonna make it through a plague? One of the only reasons what was the name of that book? Gun, Steel, and Metal. I forget the name of the book. Y'all remember the book? It was a big book. Who wrote that book? Oh. And germs. They say one of the only reasons like the Europeans and the colonizers were successful as they were because we're so fucking filthy. And they showed up in different places where we understood cleanliness and washing, and we had our immune systems were not used to the filth and the disease they brought. They twice a year they get on here talking about how they don't wash. When Black girls showering, we Black women literally, it's a good book. Yes. It was a PBS miniseries. I did not know that. I did not know that. So people say worry about us. I'm like, y'all, they tried everything they could to kill us through everything. Filth, keeping us in these horrid conditions. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not us. We're not the ones that need to worry. We are not the ones that need to worry. I literally will spray down everybody in this house with Florida water when they come in acting crazy. And I strongly suggest I release us. I release us from this filth and this ignorance. Oh my gosh, yes. He said that powerful wits cannot survive where POC peoples have for centuries no knowledge. Yep. They be the same ones telling you not to wash your chicken. My grandmother would come back and literally snatch me by the back of the hair if she saw me do some shit like not rinse off some chicken. And the ladies from the Caribbean take it even. Wow, like I was like, now y'all got me washing the chicken in lime and salt. Seriously. I rebuke it in the name, and y'all know I'm deconstructed. Y'all, let's go. Lime, salt, and vinegar. Yeah, I didn't even know the Caribbean ladies are putting it down like that. Like, we did everything like in a salt bath and a salt scrub, and you scrub it with the water and run till the water's clear. I had no idea. And also, what else was grandma serious about? Lettuce bugs and washing that lettuce and washing them greens. Sometimes I literally can hear my grandma in my ear say, "Wash it one more time." I will have triple washed greens, and I will hear my grandmother literally say, "Better wash it one more time," and I will wash it one more time because they messed up the food supply. I'm now allergic to chicken. Yeah, girl. I love us so much. You need left ear. Thank you for being here. You ain't gonna let us go. Oh y'all, it's 12:30. I don't have to pick up this child from school and go buy a rug. And I'm making dessert. We're going to a dinner party tonight. Ooh, Saunders says I do not play about a clean house, and I used to have a messy room as a kid. Me too. That's some RFK mess. I used to be like extra clean because it was like my responsibility to keep the house clean. And it was my attempt to exert some kind of control over a chaotic environment. Yep. Mm-mm. My Southern granny was serious about washing those grains. Oh yeah, like literally, it's kind of crazy. Like sometimes Josh is like, "Why do you make this extra work?" And I was like, "Because my grandmother is literally doing to me, and I need for the girls to see me doing this so they'll know to do it." Yeah, girl, I sound so much like my grandmama and my mama. Sometimes, sometimes I'll be walking by a mirror and catch my face in the mirror. I look so much like my mom and my grandma, it makes me sit down. I know. They will. They will. They will. I love us so much. Girl, and cleaning chitlins, I will never forget, y'all. I have this memory that is, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is a little Mississippi memory. Then we're gonna go. Then we're gonna go because we've had a good time today. This is a Mississippi memory. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. My grandma, okay, so my grandma Myrtle, my maternal grandmother Myrtle, and my grandmother's stepfather, they were principals and teachers and stuff in like a little town. They were close to Gulfport. So it was more of city town living. Like I ain't really see chitlins and stuff being cooked like in my maternal grandma's house. But if you went to Grandma Halicue's house, okay, I got her stuff all set up. I'm not gonna move her picture and the incense and the plants over there. So hey, Grandma Halicue. Grandma Halicue's house was in Newton, Mississippi, and it was like to get to Grandma Halicue's house, you had to drive down like a dirt road where the dirt was grown up on either sides, and you could see the tree roots down into the road. I'll never forget it. And like all the aunts and uncles, they sent all them children to school. My grandma Halicue had 14 children. My dad was lucky number 13, and everybody was successful, right? Like everybody was a lawyer or a doctor. So they all come back to like Newton, Mississippi, going to mother's house. So they called her mother, and then we go to mother's house. And so by the time everybody's Cadillacs and Porsches and stuff would be like caked with red dirt, and the men would go off and be hunting and stuff, and there would either be a hog killing or somebody had brought the chitlins to the house, and and the wives were all very kind of fancy, mom and my aunt Diane. My aunt Diane was Uncle Daniel's. He was the youngest child, and he was a doctor. And Aunt Diane was very fancy. Aunt Diane was very bougie. Like my cousins went to like Jack and Jill. And Aunt Diane loved diamonds and the pave diamond rings, and she had the nails. And I didn't know Aunt Diane was damn near bald as an egg, but she would like wear these big, pretty like Diana Ross wigs and stuff. But the women were expected to do this stuff that I know my mama wasn't used to doing. Like mom wasn't used to cooking chitlins like that. Like we didn't really eat chitlins like that, like for real. And so I'll never forget, like, so I'm just me and my sister Andy are just watching this because this is so different than our regular life, right? Like dad and the uncles hunting and stuff with their guns and stuff slung over, and the aunts all and the aunties and the wives all at like this long table, like over tubs watching chitlins. I will never forget watching Aunt Diane's hand full of diamonds, just diamonds and tennis bracelets just going down into the chitlins and just washing the chitlins. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. And I was so glad we were so young then. We stayed as far and normally, but you want to stay close enough so you can hear everybody talking. Because you want to hear the aunties talking and they just be cursing under their breath and just, I can't believe this. And I will remember that the rest of my life watching these like and then my dad, like, I feel like not too long later, my dad must have got a hankering for them because my mom was trying to make chitlins and my dad was refinishing the floors in our house. So I will never forget the smell, the sound of like that thing to like refinish the floor and polish the floor and the wax of the wood. And yeah, girl, I loved eavesdropping on grown people's conversation. No one was better than me and Andy at listening to the conversations. It was the thrill of my life listening to all the aunties. I learned how to wash dishes real quiet and real slow. If you learn how to wash dishes real quiet and real slow, because you're still being useful and that you keep your eyes averted, you don't ever look at them in the eye. You don't ever look at the grown people talking in the eye, because then they'd be like, get out of grown people's business. But if you kept your head down in them dishes, or you dry the dishes like real slow, you and your sister dry the dishes real slow, and you just be washing them. And then when auntie they were talking about like shows up, it was never them. It was always like the aunties that had married in. Oh, it was one auntie I used to talk bad about. I'm not gonna say who she is because I think some of my cousins be on here listening to me sometimes. Oh, they would talk about her so bad, and we were like, oh my gosh, why'd y'all let me go back to girl? I don't know. I gotta be honest. I remember that one time my mama making chitlins when my dad was polishing the floor. That was the worst smell of my life. Chitlins and hardwood floor polish. Oh, ear hustling. Yes. Yes, girl. As you say it, literally, it lightens my heart. I didn't have a very happy childhood, but oh, I used to love to listen. I still love it. I still like I still love it. When they pick me up from the airport, when I go home to Mississippi and they pick me up from the airport, there was a hell you sit in the front. I'm like, I don't want to sit in the front. I like to sit in the back and I like to put my seatbelt on and I stick my head. Like y'all know how the two front seats, like, and I like to sit just like this, listening to what everybody's saying. That's the delight of my heart. Y'all, they boil them forever, smell like crap. I remember when adding the vinegar. Y'all, I didn't have a lot to do with chitlins. But my dad, my stepfather owned a package store and a liquor, like he owned a gas station and a liquor store. I'm much more familiar with the pig feet and the I'm much more familiar with the pig feet and the deviled eggs. I'm much more familiar with that. Now I've had to put on the long glove and reach my hand down into many a pig feast jar. I used to hate to see the church buses going down to the Gulf Coast. We were right on Highway 49 going down to Biloxi and Gulfport, man. And when them church buses would show up on a Saturday, I used to hate that because I knew everybody was gonna want a blue cream soda. And because my dad kept all the good country sodas, like so everybody was gonna want a blue cream soda and a damn pig feet from the bottom of the jar. Nobody ever wanted the pig feet from the top of the jar. I would try to preemptively get the pig feet from the bottom of the jar in advance and have them floating on the top. Somebody always wanted me to dig my hand all the way down in there for those pig feet. And now that we've gone back in Black history, y'all, let's get out of here. I love us. Why'd y'all let me take y'all back to Mississippi? Y'all think I'm lying. I think sometimes people think I'm lying, like that's not how I grew up. That's oh yeah, blue cream soda. Yes, ma'am. I'll never forget one time, my dad did not like that. My dad did not like sodas that turn your mouth a certain color. I don't know what that's about or what he had with that. He did not like that. I'll never forget once when I was after the divorce and your dad when they're divorced, like they'll let you get whatever you want from the store. So like we get out the gas station, he's like, get whatever you want. I come back, Halicue, why did you get that? I was like, Daddy, it's da, da, da. And he's like, I'd be drinking it, and he's like, all right, well, give me one too. And so I'd be drinking. He goes, Halicue, do you know what's in that drink you're drinking? No, sir. It's cream soda, daddy. It's not. It says right here, this drink is composed of 80% Bogachita Creek water. And I was like, he goes, it says, I said, Daddy, no, it does. He goes, it says right here, Bogachita Creek water. This was bottled at oh, hot sausage and bacon is all I want from a pig. Girl, yeah. Oh my gosh. I could fuck up a sausage sandwich right now. On a piece of wheat bread with some yellow mustard on it, cut in half. I might have that for lunch. Girl, I'm so sorry. Now, girl, Boga Chicken. Oh, my dad was the most handsome, charming, terrifying, monstrous man ever. Lord have mercy. Peanut patties. Oh, delicious. You know what I never liked? Moon pies. My Aunt Marilyn was a huge moon pie fan. I did not like the moon pies. She loved those. Honey buns were always a fave. Trying to think what else. I liked hot fries. We didn't get to have a whole lot until my stepfather, like, owned a gas station. We didn't get to eat just a bunch of garbage and crap and candy and stuff. Like, we just didn't get to. My grandmama had diabetes, so we couldn't. My grandmother used to go to Williamsburg and buy some sausages. They were so good. There's something about the sausage down south. I don't know what the hell is in them, but they taste better than everywhere else. Yeah, my Aunt Marilyn loved moon pies. When we first got Sam's Club, y'all, I'm literally now we just talking about Mississippi. When there was a Sam's Club, the first time we ever saw Sam's Club, my Aunt Marilyn's, they had one in New Orleans. So my Aunt Marilyn and Carolyn, when they were nurses, when they were first nurses, they got a little apartment together and they lived in New Orleans. And I will never forget, man, when you go to Aunt Marilyn and Carolyn's house in New Orleans, ain't no telling what kind of delicacy was in when they were in the refrigerator. Like, I'll never forget when Oreo ice cream was like a new thing. And my Aunt Marilyn and Sam's Club, when she saw it, Sam's Club sold like a big box of moon pies. And my Aunt Marilyn was a little thin little woman, but woo, the moon pies. Now-a-laters are still, I still don't fuck with Starburst to this day because nothing's better than Now-a-later. A Now-a-later will remove all your dentistry, all your little cat. Girl, I don't know. Do y'all remember Boston baked beans? Like that was a candy I was never allowed to have. That Bluebell cookies and cream. Oh yes, when triple platinum when it came out. Indeed. Girl, I have a blackberry vine growing under my stairs, going downstairs. Blackberry vines are good. We love to pick the blackberries and depending on and blackberry leaves are important for work. For doing little root work. You can use some blackberry, you can use some blackberry leaf. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. I love us lemon heads. I like that lemon. You know what candy I really liked when I was younger? Sweet tarts. Those are my faves. Now layers mess up teeth and cut up. Oh yeah, girl, we can't be eating that stuff no more. That would pull out my whole that would pull out the whole crown I got back there. I gotta replace a filling too. Like, we can't be doing that. Cherry heads, gray pears. Y'all, Chico sticks. I did not like the Chico stick, but they were very popular in Mississippi growing up. What else was some stuff we weren't allowed to have? I remember one time, oh my gosh, just telling y'all stories. I'll never forget. Like a $20 bill fell out of my dad's wallet or whatever, and it was just money all over the walk-in closet. And I was like, take this little $10 bill here. And I'm gonna ask the little boy across the street, Marcus, because we couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't leave the yard. But I was like, Marcus, go get us some lemon heads and get us some Now-a-laters and get us some Reese's Pieces and get us a Snicker bar. And I just thought of as much candy as possible because I would never allowed peppermints and dill pickles. Why were y'all putting peppermints and dill pickles? I love a pickled onion myself. Ooh, a Fritos pie. I haven't made a Fritos pie in forever. I just got Dylan Plant Friday because I called stretch chewing gum again and broke a crown. Yeah, girl. Like I need gotta have a place now. I make them for you. You make them for your kids. Y'all gonna make me. Girl, and I got to make dessert for dinner tonight. We're going out with a lovely couple tonight. They've invited us over to their house and they asked for a light dessert, and I was like, dessert it. Then I realized I'm like, oh, okay. I think I'm gonna make boozy berries. Rachel Ray made this dessert once. It was all berries with like Cointreau and like something else in there, and you serve it with whipped cream and you put some lemon zest on it. So that's gonna be the light dessert. In the center of why were we putting Now-a-laters in the pickles? And I'm someone that drinks pickle juice, so no shade about pickles. I used to like Kool-Aid on a pickle. Did y'all ever have like when you stick the pickle in the Kool-Aid and eat it? And the wax soda. I'd never liked the soda bottles either. Those were weird to me. I did not understand those. Yes, whole time. Yes, y'all, Kool-Aid and pickles. Yep. I swear, I don't even think my kids know what Kool-Aid is for real, for real. Like every now and then they'll get exciting and they'll buy some Country Time lemonade. And I'm like, y'all don't even understand. Country Time lemonade was bougie and fancy. Yeah, the Great Migration. Girl, I think that's because you could put them in a box with some wax paper. Y'all know when we used to read like African American literature when we were a kid, and you would read about the Great Migration and how your people would go from Mississippi to Chicago and they get on a train, and how your people would make them like a box. Oh, I love Jolly Ranchers to this day, y'all. It's Jolly Ranchers upstairs. in the pantry. I love a Jolly Rancher. And like Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, whenever they would talk about like somebody going on a train, how like your grandmama and stuff would like make like a cardboard box or like a shoebox with fried chicken, a deviled egg, and like the dill pickle. They would these are you wrap them up in wax paper. Anyway, y'all, before we okay, I'm sorry I've gone down my reviews and reflections on being a black woman from Southern Mississippi. But thank you. See, this is you're not gonna get this on CNN. You're not gonna see Joy could be giving us this, but oh no. No, that's why we have to make our own stations and our own channel. Pickled eggs, girl. I do not care for the hard boiled of the egg. If I consume an egg, it has to be thoroughly scrambled. I can't eat a hard boiled egg, and it happened when I was a girl. I don't know why. Something happened to where I'm like, I can't eat that. I will eat a scrambled egg. Otherwise, I'm not effing with an egg like that. We brought great memories of growing up in the South. This is true, girl. Don't get me started. One of these days, those red wieners on white bread. Yes. Don't get me started talking about making actual homemade ice cream. I use rock salt for lots of things. Like if I make a spiritual bath, I'll use rock salt. And like if it's a bath for love, it's like Himalayan sea salt. But I use rock salt for lots of things. And so oh, ooh, a hot link sandwich. I love a hot link. I make my red beans and rice basically with hot links. I'll use half regular kielbasa sausage and I'll use or andouille sausage and I'll use hot links. I love a hot link. There is nothing better. Girl, churning ice cream. That was yeah, they make a little custard and then you like sit there and I'd sent Coach Dad when he was down to the store and I said, bring me home some rock salt. I use it for so many things. Like I'll put it in a pretty bowl. I'll put rock salt at the bottom and I'll hold my incense sticks in there. Like salt is good for protection for lots of things. And so and for making spiritual baths, like they're great. Like they're wonderful. You can't consume rock salt. Those of us that used to have to spin the churn, we know you can't eat the salt, but they would tell you don't eat that salt. That's not good for you. It'll poison you. So you taste a little piece of the salt. My grandma loved my grandmother loved butter pecan. Sometimes we would eat black walnut, but she loved butter pecan. To this day, I love. Girl, sometimes I do think that getting an ice cream machine might be worth it. My kid loves it. There's nothing better than homemade ice cream made with real custard. And y'all, it wasn't necessarily easy to make custard, and it was not like our aunts had the best things to make custard either. I love it. And I sent Coach Dad. Coach Dad was already downtown. I was like, babe, would you please bring me home some Morton's rock salt, some ice cream salt. And he's like, what do you mean ice cream salt? I said, ice cream salt, rock salt. It'll say it, Morton on it. And he goes, you mean the one? No, not kosher salt, rock salt. So he takes his phone and the camera, and I'm like, that's the rock salt. I've never seen this. I'm like, that's because it's not for you to see. Like, it's not, I don't cook with it. I use it. It's in the pantry. Please just bring it home. That man called me one more time and he goes, well, I don't, he goes, Suzanne at the checkout what you want because it's poisonous. Hun, why are you using poisonous salt? And I said, tell Suzanne to stay out of my business. And would you please pay for that? And he goes, why do you keep calling it ice cream salt? I was like, because you use it to make ice cream. He goes, what are you talking about? And I said, just forget it. Just buy the salt. What does the salt have to do with ice cream? I was like, it takes too long to explain. Just exactly. Oh my God. Stay out of my business and bring this down Susan to shut the fuck. Oh, I love this so much. Y'all, let's go. Okay, we gotta go. Y'all, we have to go. I love this so much. Thank y'all for letting us go. I know over on YouTube, they're like, what is this bitch talking about? This has nothing to do with the news. Bless his heart. Yeah, but I know if you don't bring me my pot, don't worry about what I'm doing with this salt. Susan, thank you very much. Oh, y'all have tickled me to death. Lord, I'm got me sweating in my little thrifted cashmere. All right, y'all. I love us. 92%. I'll see us tomorrow morning. What's today? Wednesday. Okay, I'll see us tomorrow morning. I'm probably gonna go live one more time when I make our boozy berries, when I make a little dessert. I'm so happy. I love nothing more when somebody else invites me to their house and I don't have to cook. So I'm gonna make these boozy berries. I gotta go buy a rug. I'm gonna pick up the scary Scorpio. I want to say thank you all again from the bottom of my heart for your girl, you're so funny. Girl, y'all, thank you. Bounty and Bliss. This makes me so happy. I feel like we made a connection. I was really happy to follow your live yesterday. You got something. Keep doing it. You got something. You got something to talk about. I was thinking about you too, because my sister went through a divorce, and girl, so you have a lot to talk to us about. Good evening, drink water, moisturize and rest. I sure will. I love us 90%. I will see us tomorrow at 8:30, 8:30 or 9. Y'all, please, it's at Halicue, at Halicue on the tube that is you. Join us over on Substack. I am struggling to finish editing our new podcast episode where we go over, I'm going to be going over all the crucial decisions that we made. The replays are going to be up on YouTube immediately. So if you missed some part and y'all want to go back in Black History with us and you missed part of it, it's going to be up on YouTube immediately. Follow the podcast and join the newsletter over on Substack. Thank you for supporting the videos here and on YouTube and over on Substack too. I love us. Y'all, please always let me know if there are any new Black products or anything that you want me to know about, learn about, share. I appreciate it. Oh, you're gonna be on with Dr. Johnson. Okay, I thought that looked like it's gonna be a good conversation. I love us. Let me go check on this scary Scorpio. I gotta pick her up from school. Thank you all for all your well wishes yesterday. She was so sweet. I'm so happy there's no complications with her ACL and the meniscus. And so y'all thank you for being patient with me while I was sketchy last week, but this like deck project and trying to get her in for her little surgical procedure was taking up a lot. All right. Love us so much. I'll see us tomorrow, 92%.
If you got ADD or ADHD, then you need to say that. But coming over here being nice and nasty as a man ain't gonna get you nowhere. I have had a great day. Slapping y'all crazy ass wannabe Christians around these comment sections. It has been wonderful. Hillary said it was shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and sadly, Stone Queen and Chief and JD Vance escaped from that horror. Shots fired, like they said somebody was shooting there, and the sad part is, like, we don't even know whether, like, on one hand for real, like on the other hand, like, we don't believe. Let's be honest, he has the worst ratings of any president in modern history, and I believe there are a lot of people that work for him that would be willing to. It really is. Now, since you can't stay. Get in session at 3:30.
Y'all, oh my God, I be forgetting y'all. We still over here on YouTube. I be immediately going to like checking my email and stuff. Love us. Mwah.
Okay, I'm obviously cleansing with